Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Hilo, you were in the camp. You were in the zone.
For like a bunch of
From-
years.
A bunch of years.
Yeah.
A bunch, as in, do you remember what year you started?
I think 2000.
That's a trivia question.
Yeah, I think 2005.
2005. Wow, that's like
Years ago.
that's years and years ago. Rabbi Kravitz, do you remember 2005?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you how old you were then, because some people are going to be doing math, so I'm not going to ask you then. But I'm on am I correct that you went through a number of phases throughout the camp? You went through
Most definitely.
different divisions in camp?
Yeah.
Right? You made it up to the senior division?
Yeah. Teens.
Teens?
Discover
You? Wow.
Went to seminary and hung out in the Oorahthon.
Look at that. Okay, have you had any other experiences with Ura other than camp?
I mean, Ura's been really like the fabric of my life in a way, because ever since that 2005 summer, they were just with me at every point of my life, wherever I was whether it be switching from the school that I was in at the time, 2005, 2006. I remember just talking to one of my counselors one summer and telling her, like, it's so hard to go back home and to go, like, you have this fire in your belly when you leave camp and you want to conquer and you want to do, and you're so ready to be, and then you get home and you're back in the same environment, back in the same group of friends, and you can't, it's so hard to hold on to, and it would come like December time and I would just lose it. And there was one point.
You mean lose the enthusiasm?
Yeah, you lose the enthusiasm, you lose the fire, you lose the the courage, I guess. I'm not sure.
I think it's important to clarify that losing that enthusiasm is not unique. That's
it's not. I'm sure it happens to everybody. And I remember talking to one of my counselors on the way home from camp, and I told her, I'm like, I'm so not ready to go back now. Like, I so badly want to be this person that I feel right now.
And going back, you mean going back
going
home,
back home
or going back to school?
Going back to school, going back to that whole environment. Like, I knew I'm not gonna be able to handle it for so long, for a whole 10 months, without Ura, like, you know, without the people that I have and the people that I met and the friends that I made.
Is that when you switched schools?
And that year she's like, well, why don't you just switch? And I'm like, what do you mean switch? And she helped me, along with Ura, find a better school, a more appropriate school for where I was holding.
Who is she?
I should name names.
Oh, first name is okay.
Adina, my counselor.
Wow. Have you kept up with her at all?
Periodically, actually. I've seen her around. Okay. It's always nice to see.
What did how did she influence you to switch schools? What did she say? What was that magic that made it happen?
It never dawned on me to switch schools. Get yourself out of the situation that you're in. Like, I didn't know that that's an opportunity for me, you know. But we were like, they were able to do that for me, and I guess that's where it all started.
So this Adina just gave you the idea, or did she take steps past that?
She took steps with Ura, financial steps, whether it be getting me into the school.
I can imagine you didn't even know which school to go to.
No, I did not.
Wow.
She helped me vet, like, where.
Do you think Adina knows about the impact that she made on your life with that just
Might have
one
mentioned
conversation?
it to her. I think so. I hope so. I hope you do, Adina.
If Adina was here tonight, if she would be sitting here tonight, what would you want to tell her?
I would thank her so much for going to Ura and helping and being there for me when I needed her most. Basically, she redirected my life in the direction that it needed to go, in order to get to where I am right now.
So I have a little surprise for you.
Yeah.
Adina's not here live. No, she wasn't able to make it here live.
Yeah.
But she is on the phone.
What?
And
you're joking.
No, I'm not joking.
That's not cool. You can't surprise.
And the last time you met Adina was probably before you were married.
Serious?
And perhaps Adina knows. I'm sure she knows you're married. I'm sure she knows you're now a mommy of 2 children, and I'm sure she's super proud. But we have Adina on the line. Is she available?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, Adina.
Oh my gosh. This is
Hi,
not
Mila.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah,
I guess at this point I don't have to say anything anymore.
If you're not decided to be on here, then I could be on here too.
What? Sorry.
No, I said if you're not decided to be on here, then I could be on here too.
Uh-huh. You deserve to be on here just as much as me.
No, I really came on to say that when I was contacted about the story, I guess, I was like, what did I say to Hila? I knew that you were obviously a star always in camp, and you were like so impressive, and everyone was always so into you. And I'm like, what did I say? And reminded me, and it just hit me. Like, it was such an inspiration for me to realize that there were, like, things that I was able to say something or be there for something that I didn't necessarily realize the impacts of, and it obviously, I mean, it was you and everything else that you did to make it happen,
So,
but that you were able
Adina,
to come to who you are today is amazing.
Adina, if it's okay, I want to interject for a moment. Now that we jogged your memory a bit, do you recall that conversation you had with Hila that many years ago? Do you remember what it is that you told her?
I do remember. I remember us sitting on the bus going home. We both live in Queens, so we were going home together. And I remember like talking to her, and he was a very like insightful person. He was always like thinking about like, I guess thinking about how she's going to hold on to the inspiration or everything. But when I was first told I said something, I wasn't quite sure what I said. And then when I was told, I'm like, oh right. Then it all came together, and I remembered like the change, and Hila did mention it to me, and I remember it was just so many years ago, but he did bring it up, and it was definitely.
Adina, would you classify that conversation as something that you really prepared for, and you did a lot of research and say, how am I going to help Hila? What can I do for her? Or was that more of a gut reaction?
Right, definitely more as a gut reaction, not a prepared one. And not like one of those, like, you know, in camp, there's lots of those, like, you know, I guess, like, those deep, meaningful conversations. So this was really, like, on the bus going home. But it was really just, it wasn't like a prepared speech. It was also, it also shows who he is. It's somebody who takes something and does something from it. So she's, like, that type of person.
Till today, the staff from URA and Girls Zone, the Zone Girls Division,
You got it.
are literally some of the closest friends that I have in my life. And like just even we came to Lakewood for Shabbos was by a former staff member with her former staff member's sister. We all spent Shabbos together. Like it's not just like a camp thing. I think it becomes like a lifelong relationship.
And that's why it's called more than just a camp.